It's so bright outside. I just spent a week on the boat with sunshine and my sunglasses on. We just went off to the Bahamas for this extended on the water and underwater research trip to lovely South Bimini and beyond. And it was just a fascinating adventure. We had Les Wilson from Cobalt International. We had Roger DeGregory from Fish Gallery. We had Darren Hartwig from DFW Aquarium Supply out of Dallas, and his two boys and his girlfriend Laura, and then Jolene and Nick and Dylan, and Dylan's boat went as well. So it was just a really intense trip all the way through. And I can't say enough about how beautiful the weather was, how crystal clear the Bahamian waters were, how much coral we saw at South Riding Rock. There was a beautiful elkhorn coral stands down there. There was more pillar coral down there as well. We went diving, had a tremendously incredible time in flat seas. You know, speared some big hogfish, had a barracuda come in on Matt's mackerel that he free speared, all pole spears, of course, there. And that barracuda came in out of nowhere and just ripped that mackerel in half. The local Bahamians were requesting that we get a parrotfish for them to eat because they actually eat parrotfish. We really don't do that on this side. As a matter of fact, it's illegal, I think, over a 12-inch size. But Dylan found a really huge blue parrot that I've got to tell you was the most beautiful fish we've probably ever speared. But it was a midnight parrot that was just this ultra blue color. I was like, wow, just how fabulous this fish is. Probably about a 10-pounder. The meat was perfectly white, gave that to the Bahamians. They were just thrilled. But yeah, that spot is just so much off the charts. It's not funny. They saw 6 turtles at one time, went deep dropping down that way for the yellow eye snappers down about 800 to 900 feet, and you know, big mutton snappers down there. Got some black groupers as well, and just an array of fabulous time. I cooked dinner for 10, 11 of us each night. I did fried fish. I did some summer crab we got from the Bahamians. We've got yellow eye snapper. I did a francais of that one evening. I even incorporated those into breakfast in the morning if there was any leftovers, but it was a super efficient trip. Everybody was super safe. Nobody got hurt. We went all the way back north up towards Isaac's Lighthouse. Great Isaac's is all the way up about another 27 miles from South Bimini, where we based out of at Bimini Cove. And there too was some incredible fishing, some big yellowtails and more snappers. And got cut off by a grouper, had a nice small sharks. Of course, we let all those go. And even the barracudas we let go too. But you know, when you have a shark next to the boat, sometimes it's just better to cut the line and let it go and the hook disintegrate than to try to take the hook out of a shark and risk getting somebody's fingers bit. I had plenty of time to discuss business with Les and Roger and Darren and status of the industry as a whole. Roger wants to desalinate the aquarium industry one aquarium at a time, but I think he's kind of changed his tune now. He did get a nice big hogfish too. 2 young boys went with us. They, you know, had to teach them not to ride with their legs over the bow. They can't do any of that stuff. They wanted to bounce around a little on the boat, which is fine because it was so calm. We went to a great sandbar location. The sands are always shifting over there. So especially if you're out at night operating the vessel, you got to be very careful. You don't run aground. You don't want to hit a reef. You don't want to hit sandbars. But there's a sandbar incoming now that's super shallow. So I pushed the boat up onto the sandbar and let them jump out running around on the sandbar. That was just gin clear. Yeah, just can't say enough about how great it was for the 4th of July to go over and, you know, fly our American flags on our boats. Dylan's little contender was there. And then really the climax of it was to go out on Saturday evening for the 4th of July and watch the fireworks display right on the beach overlooking sunset, and just an incredible adventure. Jolene and Roger flew back on Sunday on Tropic Air out of Bimini Bay, although right on the north end of Bimini. They took the seaplane out of there, which I think was her first time in many years. Super safe. I think it's only an 8-seater. But her and Roger went out Sunday, took some fish back with them, frozen, vacuum sealed, which is the way to do it legitimately and legally. They flew back home, and you can look back at Bimini. Water was just crystal clear. It's just so incredible to believe that you're only 50 miles from there, from Miami Beach, to go to Bimini, clear customs in a tropical ocean setting with just this beautiful gin clear water. It's the only place you can do that in the great country of America, the free country of America. And as Americans going there, just need your passport. You gotta do everything legitimate, clear customs there, 100%, pay your fees and your duties, claim what you have, and then when you come home, you got to do the same thing. U.S. Customs to be completely legitimate, and make it back on another flat, calm day coming back across the Gulf Stream. We landed on Monday afternoon and unloaded the boat and sent those guys off back to Houston, Darren and his team, and then Les stayed an extra day here at the offices, working with us, reviewing all of our machinery here for the bottling and labeling procedures.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to be invited on the trip with the team, and what an amazing captain and crew. I had a great time with a bunch of fellow aquarists and their families, and it was a great trip.
When we sit here in the aquarium industry of South Florida with, of course, mostly marine aquariums, coral reef aquariums, big jellyfish aquariums, it's an extensive, really incredible privilege to be able to go out in the ocean and go diving and enjoying ourselves in the Bahamas and their waters and have a wonderful, safe time and come back to the great United States of America. Natalie is preggers. She's going to have a gal. While we were gone, they held a really nice baby shower for her. And it was just a great event. She's going to take some maternity leave coming up soon and continue to help with all the Deltec sales and jellyfish art projects and everything too. Remember to like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next aquarium video next week.